Welcome everybody to a new night with Social Economic Networkers. This is a project that is changing people's lives all over the world and also transforming communities. Tonight we have a special guest and I'm excited because our speaker comes from the same country that I was born in. She is Claudia Shabetai, an Argentinian woman who studied international trade and came to the US 37 years ago to look for better opportunities. And she worked in managerial positions. And even though she had lots of dreams, she couldn't make them come true with the traditional job that she was working in. She met this opportunity and her life started to change. Now she is the builder of her life, of her business, and she's leaving a legacy to her children and a legacy to the communities that she's working with. So she is an inspirational leader, mentor, and somebody that I'm excited to get to know. So with that, welcome, Claudia. I'm very excited to have you here tonight.
Wow. Thank you so much, Erica. It's a pleasure for me to be sharing this room with all of you, this virtual room. And can you hear me okay?
Everything is perfect.
And can you see the presentation on the screen as well?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. And do we have any guests?
Yes, we have one guest, David.
Perfect. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Who is that, David or Dave?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Dave, great. Okay, that was a great introduction, Erica. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is a pleasure for me to share with all of you. And let me see, somebody, my friend is asking me that she cannot get in. And I'm telling her that yes, she needs an application. She didn't even think about that. But if not, we'll just leave her and that's it. So Erica gave you a little brief story about me. So I'm not going to repeat the information. I'm a member of Social Economic Networkers. We are a group of people with a lot of energy, with a lot of dreams, and a lot of potential that we would like to share with all of you what we have in our hearts and in our minds. And the most important thing that I like about what we do as social economic networkers is the fact that we are committed to change and transformation, and it's something that we need to embrace, because it doesn't matter what we did before. What matters is what we do today for the future. And the personal growth that this brought to me, I was in management, but this is a different kind of personal growth. I grew in a different way. I had gone to the university, I had management positions, but this is different. I like the way I can share with people, I can level with other people. We are all the same. We don't feel like we are bigger or greater than anybody else. And that's very important. And that's part of my personal growth, because I was in management and I was always the boss. Well, there is no boss here, and that's important. And I had to make the switch, trust me. It was hard for me at the beginning, but I finally did it. And today I'm proud of saying that I overcame that and I can do it. And the most important thing for me too is a social contribution. If I can share what I do with a lot of people and share with them the fact that they can advance in their lives and they are miserable today, or they don't like what they are doing because they've been doing it for so many years, and they said, there is no opening for me, there is no other way of doing businesses. And I go, what about if you try to change that? So that's part of my social contribution, not just contributing to a foundation, which we do if we want to, but we are contributing to the wealth and the wellness of the world. And that's big, guys. It's huge, okay? And the most important part of all, if we can reach a financial freedom number, whichever that number is, that will allow you to spend more time with yourself, with your family, with your children, send your children to a better school, or do things that you were never able to do before. Wouldn't that be incredible? I think it is. So that's why this is so amazing. And we've been going through social economics transitions over the years, a lot of them. But the most important one, the fourth one that is here today and is here to stay, is not going away. And more we are seeing it everywhere, on social media, on the news, on national news, everywhere. But artificial intelligence is here, guys. Have you gone to any places that sell burgers? You can order through a machine. You don't talk to a person anymore. You go to buy groceries and you do it through an application. Well, all that is artificial intelligence. So don't think that is going to be here one day. No, it's here today. And that's why we are changing the way we are generating income. We are changing that. Our families, is our family secure? Do you think your family is secure with what you are doing today? Maybe there is
Yes.
no. I'm sorry?
Yep, this is Dave.
Okay. Do you know how to thrive economically in the next 5 to 10 years? Have you thought about it? Some people don't. Some people don't even know what they are going to do tomorrow or the next month. Well, we have to think about all these things because it's the future. If we don't plan for the future, no one plans to fail. They fail because they don't plan. And that's why it's so important. Some people don't even think by the time they are 60 if they will be able to retire or not. Well, in my case, I'm there. And let me tell you, when I was younger, I never thought that day was going to be ever here. So what I like to talk about today is a way the distribution was in the 20th century and the way it's today on the 21st century. Things have changed. And before we had to go, and still do, but things are changing again, we had to distribute everything through the factory, the wholesaler, the warehouse, the store, the promotion. But when we get the products, what did we get? We got to pay them, correct? Well, in the 21st century, we are distributing things in a better way, where the factory will keep 36% and up to 64% will be distributed through the entrepreneurs and between or among the distributors. We are the distributors. People that do this kind of business are distributors, and we are also consumers of our own products. So when we talk about this kind of business, we want to know what kind of benefits is this model giving us? What is this new platform and how we are going to generate money with this? When we have linear income is when we work for someone else, or we have our own business that it's all depending on each and individually one of us. If we don't have anybody else in a business that we own, but we get sick or we want to go on vacations, then we don't generate money. And when we work, we retire in 30 to 40 years, we have a fixed income of 8 to 12 hours, fixed schedule and fixed income, and not only fixed, but limited, because who decides how much money we are going to make? Our employer. So what are we doing here? We are changing time for money. That's all. That's all we are doing. We are making someone else's dream. While when we make residual income, like a singer, like a composer, like a writer, we do something once, we do it right, and we continue creating income. So how would you like to be a Michael Jackson, but maybe you don't sing, right? Or be a Selena, or be whoever you like as a singer or a writer. But if you do something once, you do it right, you can make money over and over again. And there you're going to create patrimony. What are you going to do when you get that patrimony? You are creating financial independence. That magical number that we only, each one of us that are here in this room tonight knows what that number is. It might be $5,000, it might be $10,000 a month, or it might be someone that wants to make extra money along with the money that they already have, right? But that's a personal number. But financial independence is the key for this kind of residual income. We are going to work flex hours, flex schedule, 1 or 2 hours a day. Or if we want to work only 1 day a week, we can do that too. It's up to us. No one else is going to dictate how much time we are going to work. It's up to each individual one of us. And we, as independent as we are, we can have an unlimited income. Who doesn't want to have an unlimited income? Work 10% of the time, not 100% as in a linear income, right? But making 100%. Who wouldn't like that? And when we talk about this kind of business, we have to talk about our magnificent company, which is 4Life Research, that gives us the support and the platform to develop this kind of business. It was founded by David and Bianca Lizomi, and today, and the captain of this big ship is Mr. Danny Lee, an amazing guy that today he's the CEO and president of the company. For one of those that you have networks in Latin American countries or Spanish-speaking countries, he speaks perfect Spanish. He trained in Argentina for a couple of years and happened to be my home country, but anyway, his English and Spanish, of course, English because he was born here, and Spanish are excellent. So that's the company. And then we are known as the company of the immune system, but we have almost 100 different products that help us develop our business and grow the business, and at the same time help us feel good, and we feel inspired. We feel inspired by the company, and we feel inspired by the people that we can help with this kind of business, because we are sharing wellness with people. We can generate money in many different ways, like we can generate income quickly. The company will request that we only purchase minimum 100 LPs each month. And on an example like this one, if we buy 1,000 LPs, the company will give us the 25% of 900 LPs, which is the equivalent of $225. Who wouldn't like to make that kind of money? I do. How about you guys? Anyway, we have another incredible tool that just came out in the month of October of this year. And if we do this, me and my 3, we can have the builder bonus. What is this builder bonus? It's a fixed income that we can have forever as long as we complied with what it says here, the first, the second, and the third phase In the first one, if we have 3 people, we can have a fixed bonus of $50. In the second phase, if we have 9 people, we can have a bonus of $200. And this third phase, if we have 27 people, we can make up to $800 a month. Okay? Make sense? I hope so. On top of that, we can also go to trips. Who doesn't like to go on vacations free? The company will pay for your vacations. I just saw a couple the other day that they just won the 4th trip this year, all paid expenses by the company. I would love that. I did one, as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago. I went to Las Vegas, and my company, For Life, paid for everything, okay? So that was really amazing. And it's top of the line hotels and services and everything else. So it's really, really very, very rewarding, and it's a pleasure to travel with our company because they go above and beyond our expectations. So the fixed income is one thing, but we can also generate bonuses. How do we generate bonuses? Talking to minimum 6 people. Someone open the microphone there. If you can mute your microphones, please. Okay.
This is interesting. Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you bring 6 people on board. If they make 250 LPs each, you will have 1,500 LPs in a month, and the company will pay you $30, okay? We keep going because the idea is that we duplicate ourselves. Remember residual income? We do something once, we do it right, and we keep on going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. 6 times 6 is 36. We will have an estimate of 9,000 LPs, which are live points, because all our commissions are paid on live points because we are in over 100 countries around the world. And the company there will pay us $1,170. But it doesn't stay there. It keeps going. And the third level, it will be 36 times 6, 216. And there the company will pay us $4,900, which is almost 5,000 plus the 1,200 before. We are talking about $6,200 a month. It's not a year, it's per month. And we can continue and continue, and this never stops. So the idea is that when you start, you are never going to stop. And you are not going to be alone, because the person that invited you to this meeting wants to share the information with you, will guide you, and will transmit and transfer all the knowledge that we have, because we don't want you to be alone. We are working as a team. This social economic networkers team has been founded by this gentleman that you see in the picture, Dr. Arminio Nevares. He's from Puerto Rico. Now he lives in Atlanta, Georgia. And he's been with the company 18 years ago. And guess what? He started in a small town of Puerto Rico, and today his network is over 100 countries around the world. So don't feel alone. This is a business that we don't do by ourselves. It's your business, but you don't do it alone. It's something that you need to keep in mind. And there are different options to start this business, but if you are looking at a business opportunity, sign up as a distributor, or if you want to develop your business, you can be an entrepreneur. Either one of them, distributor or entrepreneur, will give you the opportunity of making money. But as an entrepreneur, you will have the possibility of having residual income. And residual income is something that doesn't stop. And remember, it's 10% of your effort rather than 100% of the effort, like in the linear income. So I'm sure all of you have dreams and you want to have time and you want to have good health and money, because if we are doing a business, besides helping people, we are here to make money. So thank you very much. Welcome to the social economic change. And if you have any questions, please, I'm here to answer any questions you might have. Thank you very much for listening and being with us tonight. And here I am.